Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggy here. So now, and for today's get attention video for today here. Today we're checking out a new video that was recently uploaded by JT Music itself here. This is called Mouthwashing Rap by JT Music. It's over. So, and for you though, like I said, I wanted to go ahead and check it out since it recently came out like a few days ago now, maybe like 3 or 4 now. But still, it looks really cool and overall really interesting, and I wanted to just go ahead and check it out here. And it says that It's Over is our tribute rap to the game Mouthwashing, featuring some stunning animation by Coda Animations themselves here. Love it. With all being said and done, like I said, please go check out Coda Animations themselves here, as they work really hard on video stuff here and deserve support. So please go check it out. And of course now, and for them, like I said, link down below. Go check it out yourself here. And of course, I've never really played the game Mouthwashing. I'm not gonna lie, I never even heard of it until like a few days ago. I've heard it's a good game. I've heard it's a very interesting one, but I've never really gotten into it. I might check it out more after this video is over, but who really knows? Without any further ado, let's just get into the video stuff here. No more distractions. Let's just get into it. Okay.
This is the captain's log. No problem reported. And if there was one, I would not have ignored it. The ship is watertight with every cavity corked, and I let no corner be cut unless it can cost the corporate. But there's a business always conducted aboard. It's just a alcohol I should have called to aboard. The bigger picture's all the looking I can afford. When you spin your left window watching caution walking through doors, tell me what?
Okay.
Just one small step for man. It's not enough to keep my feet where they stand. I was on top, but now they got me top of the hand. How could anybody who's got me possibly understand? If I left off of this ladder, would it matter where I land? Which is your side of the bed? Figure it out, give your surroundings a scare. Looking into this eye, she could put someone on the no fly. Now that we're losing more than a mind.
I see.
What no wing in an ocean of lies. What's everybody's in it alright?
Equal touch.
No one will hear me screaming into the void. Welcome to mouth that fits without any voice. At least in hell the devil keeps you employed. Not that any consequences of a company choice. A single pixel out of place and it's an image destroyed. 99% efficiency is still missing the point. If I'm held to my worst moment, can you help but exploit? Go on, just have your cake and eat it. Hope you fucking enjoy it. Cause when we crash and this illusion is smashed, nobody's eyes will be blind to the grind of a knack. Dive right into self-pity, weak and on drown. Sobriety's such a battle, might as well throw in the towel. Like this bottle I'm all swallowing.
That's what she said.
Just be silent and smile. Teeth are shiny, what they hide might be foul. How you could climb to such heights for a nihilist now? Don't look down, all you'll find is denial. Looking into this eye, can see the fault in all of its might. The man who never draws any line, declines control.
Okay.
Out of the dark and into the fire, brighter burn. But I would set aside even if at the end there is that never meant that I find my closure. But I won't cry, it's over. Up in control, co-pilot, you fly. My side is two-dimensional. Do I see black or white? Can you take over my role? Since I couldn't decide, as I'm sentenced to indecision for the rest of my life. Step up and up the skin I was born in. Warden is your prisoner's presence annoying. Poisonous your words, don't you trip on them, you'll slip on a Freud. Sure, you work like a horse, the type pretending to Troy. I take the baggage,
Okay.
tragedy can't be predicted. After the
Interesting RPG as well.
implicit isn't complicit. Is it? With the perfection benefit your
Love that.
condition. Guilt is what you're reading, till it's a face that you're spitting. And I don't wanna, so I gotta keep switching.
I see.
Pain's a reminder we're living. One that my behind requires for kicking. I'm drifting into oblivion. My thoughts have gone fishing. Listen, I've tried to do right, but right isn't how I listened. I must blame. What's an apology whispered into the vacuum of space? Alien visits are fictional, their existence the same. Depends on your definition, just wash the word down the drain. We can all become the beast even if it's not a ring. You may not be at the wheel, still you're so near to the range. What with the role I've been playing, now Captain carries my name. But I'm not alone on this boat, we'll both go up in flames. And action will take every cavity away. Feel the breath of the dragon today.
Okay, that was interesting. That was really, really interesting. So, without any further ado, let me just go ahead and give my, actually, we're just going to go ahead and very quickly skip over the actual, just, generalization and stuff here, and we're going to go right into the deep dive stuff here. Now, before I get to the deep dive, I'm very briefly going to get into it. Like I said I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind very briefly. Very, very, very briefly. Like, I'm not... So, let's get into it. So, of course, for this segment itself, I just kind of give my general thoughts on the actual stuff here, kind of just flat. So, like I said, just my general thoughts on the actual beat itself. There's your vocals, there's some stuff here. Let's get down to it. And of course, for the actual beat itself here, it was incredible. It was really well done. I loved it. It was sick. It just went hard here. I really deeply enjoyed it. Now, look, moving aside from that, though, like I said, we're going to keep this very, very brief. Like I said, while the beat stuff was really, really hard, the vocals themselves were also just slapped. They were amazing, and like my favorite part of the actual stuff here. They were incredibly well done. I love them. Just, they rocked. That being said and done, the lyrics themselves were also really amazing and overall very well done and very well put together, and provided such an amazing structure and foundation for the entire video stuff here. I loved it. It was great. It's just really, really cool. Well, being said and done, though, going on to the actual visuals themselves, the visuals themselves were also incredible. I love them. They looked cool. I love it. Well, all that being said, like I said, just visuals themselves were amazing and I loved it. But with all being said and done, like I said, please go check the actual original stuff here. Link down below. And of course, before I get to the deep dive, please go check the original video stuff here, like right around there, as well as consider hitting the actual like button right around there, and of course consider hitting the subscribe button. Helps us with the channel stuff here. Like I said, helps me a lot. Please consider doing those two little factors here for the channel stuff here. But aside from that, though, other ways you can keep up with the channel stuff here is with the bell icon itself here. If you want to go ahead and get those notifications for any future videos from the channel itself here, the bell icon is going to be your best friend there. And of course, aside from that, though, comment down below you guys' thoughts on the actual video stuff here, whether you loved the video stuff here, you didn't love it at all, you thought this song was cringe, you thought the song was amazing, all of you kind of your thoughts on the actual stuff here down below. And yeah, just a quick word there, my brain is really foggy right now. I haven't had a lot of sleep, and I'm gonna go to sleep soon here. Just gotta finish this real quickly. But if I start like messing up my wording and stuff like that, I apologize so much. But yeah, aside from that, like I said, just the actual, like I said, comments down below. Leave your thoughts, pinned on the stuff here down below. And of course, aside from that, the share button. There we go. The share button is right here. If you want to go ahead and support the channel in a different way itself, you can't just go ahead and consider hitting the share button as well here. Helps me out a lot. Kind of spreading awareness for the channel stuff here, and of course, just spreading the content around. Like I said, it helped me out a lot. I deeply appreciate it. So like I said, please consider doing that. With all being said and done, let's get into the deep dive stuff here. Let's not use too much time. Now for the deep dive stuff here, what I usually get into, I usually get more into depth on the actual stuff here, get more into like the nitty gritty video stuff here, and what I enjoyed and what I didn't enjoy. So now, and video though, once again, same structure, beat itself, these are vocals, these are some stuff here. Let's get on to it. And I was planning to do a different video right now, but it's really late and I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to really get that video done. Who knows, maybe tomorrow I'll do it, but either it'll be tomorrow or Thursday, so it's gonna take a little bit. Aside from that, going on to the actual, just the deep dive stuff here, like I said, so for the beat stuff here, the beat stuff was immaculate. I loved it. It was really cool. Like for segments like this in the beginning and stuff here, it was just amazing. Like listen to this. Just,
This is the captain's log. No problem.
I love the dramaticness of it, like all the deeper like tones themselves, as well, like the almost like the sound of something like imploding, just like boom, 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 boom. Like I love it. Like listen to that.
And if there was one, I would not have ignored it. The ship is
Especially since it's more like a shipwreck, you know.
Then I let no corner be cut unless it can cut cost the corporate. But it's our business always conducted overboard. It's
Like,
cargo haul I should have called to aboard. The bigger pictures of the looking I can afford. When you spend your life window watching, caution walking through doors. Tell me what.
ooh, look at that. The visuals are really cool here, but I'm like I said, beginning stuff here very solid, really well done. That beginning segment itself here kind of helps to cement the kind of vibe itself here, as it's gonna be more of a little bit more of an intense kind of song itself. It has more action to it, and overall, I like that. Then we get to the actual main segment itself here. Like, listen to this. Like, you hear the drums getting in with more of the guitar in the background as well. Like where I land, just that really weird, like, kind of just, boom sound effect helps to kind of initiate like a difference in tone itself here, and it kind of just, like I said, helps to transition into the segment I want to get into here. But like I said, just so far though, the beat itself here is immaculate and really well done. It's just so sick. I love it. And like I said, just really helps to kind of set up the actual video itself here, or the actual rest of the song itself here. It kind of helps cement like, oh, this is more of an intensive kind of song here. Has more action, has more things going on here. It's gonna have more guitar, more piano, more drums, and all of that come together to make more of an intensive video itself here. And like I said, it's really cool, and I love that so much. Then of course, see what I wanted to go ahead and point out. Give me a second here, like right here. Like, listen to this. I missed it. Like, look at this. She could put someone on the no fly. Now that we're losing more than our minds. What no bringing an ocean of lies. Everybody's in it right. When you're waiting up all the time, you'll find no closure. But I won't cry, it's over. Like, just that chorus itself there goes so hard. I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool, and I love it so much. Like, just the intensity, the action, and just so much of like the the additions of like just these like a lot of these louder instruments, like I said, along with like a more I think active role for the guitar itself here. It's just all so good, so nice, and I love it so much. It is incredible here. Just rocks so hard. I love it. I love it so much. With all that being said and done, going on to the actual just vocals themselves here. Like I said, the vocals themselves here just rock as well. Especially for that segment I was kind of just pointing out here, the chorus itself here, it just rocks as well. Like, you can hear the amount of passion and heart they're really putting into, this actual just song itself here. And the performance itself here, it's just gas. There's no stops, no stutters at all throughout the entire stuff here. It's great, it's nice, it just flows so smooth. Like, listen to this. Will hear me screaming into the void. Get your mouth that fits without any voice. At least, like, just from that segment alone, from the chorus itself there to the rest of the song itself here, it's such a different kind of change of pace here. Like, for the majority of the song itself here, it has just that regular JT music kind of song itself, which is like, like, which is like, like going into the mouth of the, like, or something like this. It's very smooth, very buttery, but like I said, it flows well. It flows well. Never gets too overactive. Never gets too like too dull. It has a really good mixture here of kind of just of moving this the actual song itself along here, while also keeping your attention. It's really good. And then the chorus itself, it just ramps that all up to 11. Just like I said, just the performance itself is extremely gas. Just the actual, just like almost like the sound of desperation, or just like what's the word for it? Not desperation, maybe more like what's the word for it? I'm trying to find a word here, but maybe like desperation is like, or maybe like urging, or like I can't find the word in my brain here. Something along the lines of desperation, or like something along just a desperate need for something, whether it's just whether it's somebody like desperately kind of just like wanting something, needing something, or just kind of somebody kind of just desperately kind of just expressing themselves, something along those lines. Like I said, I don't remember the word in my brain here. It's just kind of floating out there. It's gonna take too long to try to find it there, and I don't have a lot of time here. Like I said, just the actual just vocals themselves are incredibly well done, and just so good. Like I said, you can hear just like all of that aggressiveness, all of that just kind of just like, not frustration so much, maybe more like you just hear all that kind of action in the voice itself there. Just go forward and just rock the entire just like chorus itself. It's amazing, and I love it. It rocks so hard. It's sounds so good. Aside from just aside from the actual vocals themselves, you're being extremely gas, extremely fire. The lyrics themselves are also a very important part to the actual song itself here. And I said for the actual lyrics themselves here, they're great. They're really well done. They kind of have a lot of not like too much of like a philosophical, but they kind of delve into really weird questions like what good is a mouth? What good's a mouth if it's without any voice? Like okay, and then it's like no one will hear me screaming into the void. What's good a mouth if it's without any voice? At least in hell the devil keeps you employed. Like it flows smoothly. Not that any consequences ever accompany choice. Like okay, interesting wording there. Interesting wording there. But it's just structure the entire lyrics themselves you get to this song. It's interesting. It's really well done. I love it, and it makes you question certain things themselves here. And of course, if you dive into those lyrics themselves, you're going to be questioning what these specifically mean or how they relate to mouthwashing. And of course, if you already know, it just makes the song even better. But said without and for the the actual just structure it provides for the entire song itself here is amazing, but the foundation it provides for the entire video itself here is immaculate, and I love it. It's so cool. It just rocks hard. I love it. And of course, and for though, going on to the actual visuals themselves here, the visuals themselves here completely rocked. The models themselves here look straight ripped from the game itself here. It looks incredible. It just, it has that kind of like, PS2 look itself here, just like mouthwashing does. And of course, just, the details themselves are just so good. I love it. But aside from that, the models themselves here look incredible for the entire video. Whoa. Like I said, models themselves here look incredible for the entire video itself here. Lighting itself here is very solid, really well done, and it just has a great consistency. That's the type of itself here as well. I love it. And of course, the actual animation flow itself here is very smooth, very buttery. Never like it doesn't have any it doesn't suffer from any like lagging or stuttering at all in the animation itself here. So that's really good. Like as well as no clipping as well here. I like that. But I said without and for the still just the animation flow itself here, it's really smooth, buttery, and just everything looks really proper. I love it. Then of course going on to the actual animation style itself here, like I said, it seems to just kind of be ripping the assets from the game itself to kind of create a little bit of some cool visuals themselves here. And it looks to have more like of a crazy chaotic kind of thing going on here, which makes sense because it's about mouthwashing, and in mouthwashing there's segments where it just gets completely strange. Like you can just be chilling and then you're just feeding, or like you got a knife in your hand and just walking towards Curly or something like that. Or you could be feeding Curly to the family. I don't know. Like I said, it's a strange game, and I want to get more into it because I still don't know anything. I only know like brief things that happen, like I said, just the feeding of Curly to the family, and things like that. But I'm not really sure how that kind of develops there. But I said the actual videos themselves here still look incredible. It just looks so good. I love them, and of course that'll I'll do that in my own time. But like I said, now after though, like I said, please go check that review stuff here. They worked really hard in this report. It just rocked so hard. So like I said, link down below. Go check it out. End card right there as well. There, I'm leaving you 2 links for the actual video stuff here. Like I said, link down below, and of course the end card right there. And of course after another end card right here for another one of my videos. If you're interested in catching that, so consider checking that out as well here. And of course, aside from that, also go ahead and hit the actual like button right around there. And of course, consider subscribing, like right around there. Like I said, helps me out a lot with the channel stuff here, and I do appreciate it. Please consider doing that. And of course, aside from that, also go ahead and hit the actual bell icon for the next time I upload if you're interested in catching those news videos as soon as you can. And of course, just comment down below you guys' thoughts, pin down the extra stuff here. Whether you loved it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find the video interesting in the slightest. Like I said, leave all of your thoughts pinned on the extra stuff here down below. Without any further last thing I gotta mention, share button. Like I said, help me out a lot the channel stuff as well here. Kind of spread awareness for the channel itself, and of course just to kind of spread the content around. Like I said, all of that just helps me out so much. So I deeply thank you if you go ahead and consider doing that. And of course, last 2 things here, very briefly. I'm gonna get into these very briefly. Discord server. We have a Discord server. It's you can find the link in the actual just about page of the channel itself here. If you want to consider joining it, that's completely fine. I'm not really too active on it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hop on as often as I probably should, but it's still there if you want to join and send some memes and stuff like that. I deeply appreciate all of you guys. If you guys want to go ahead and just send some memes over there, so I can just kind of take them. I'm just kidding. But I said, aside from aside from the actual Discord itself here, we also have super thanks. If you want to go ahead and support me in a different kind of way here, more financially, that's also completely fine as well here. I don't really like advertising it too much. I'm trying to get into advertising that kind of thing here a little bit more, because who knows what I might have to do, whether it's whether I do a Patreon, I do a membership channel things, just trying to get into the rhythm of like advertising, monetary things. Like I said, it just feels kind of scummy for me. I don't really like doing it, but I've got to get used to it because, like I said, this channel, it probably won't exist if I'm not actually gonna be able to get money from it. Especially not in the long run. I really don't want to work. I really don't want to continue working. Um, but well, not like I don't want to continue working, but I want to make this something into something a little more serious. But like I said, that's purely up to how things go, though. Like I said, that's completely up to the tide. But of course, you could help sway the tide by hitting this. Okay, enough of that though. Like I said, consider doing that if you want to. You don't really have to. But like I said, just watching, liking, subscribing if you want to go ahead and do those. All just help me out so much. I kind of just detailing what you guys want to see more from the channel itself here and what you'd like to see, from me more. Like I said, well, that being said, now though, just you take care, stay safe, have a great day, okay? And if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick, or if you're tired, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and of course, just take care of yourself, okay? And have a good one. Take care, okay? And yeah, I'll be seeing your boy tomorrow. Alright? So stay safe. Oh, by the way, consider watching the Sonic 3 movie itself here. I forgot I got these posters here. I said the Sonic 3 movie's already out here, but I got it for completely free, by the way. So yeah, I just kind of put this little poster here on my wall. Those are look cool. Does it go hard? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, now then, now that's a goodbye. So yeah, later, okay?